Before we start, look at the nearest wall. Just glance at it. Because in this case, every child at Happy Sun Daycare was asked to draw something simple. A sun, just a circle, with a smile. But one morning, a teacher walked in and found a drawing that wasn't there the night before. It was bigger than the rest, drawn in a different color, and inside it was her name. This is case number 2, and this one ends worse than the first. Part 1, the new opening. After the original investigation, the land on Clover Lane didn't stay empty for long. People in small towns don't leave things alone. In 2014, 5 years after the long summer, a new building went up on the same property. Different name, different owners, different paint, but the same sign. They said it was restored, repainted, but no one could explain why the sun on the sign looked older than the wood it was nailed into. The new daycare was called Little Bright Steps. It opened in September. By October, parents started noticing changes, not in the building, in their children. Part 2, the drawings. At first, it seemed harmless. The kids were drawing more. Every day, they brought home pictures of suns. Dozens of them. Messy circles, long uneven rays, smiling faces. Parents thought it was a theme, a teaching method, until the drawings started repeating. Exactly. Same number of rays. Same smile. Same size. Even from different children. One mother compared her daughter's drawing to another child's. They were identical, down to the smallest detail, like copies. But no tracing paper had been used, and none of the children remembered drawing them. Part 3, the teacher. Her name was Elena Ruiz. 29. Recently moved. Needed the job. She replaced someone who had quit after just 9 days. No explanation given. Elena didn't think much of it. Until her 3rd week. That's when she noticed the wall. At the back of the classroom, behind the reading corner, there was a section where the paint looked uneven, like it had been covered. More than once. One afternoon, while the children were outside, she peeled back a small corner. Underneath, crayon, layer after layer. Suns, hundreds of them, pressed so hard into the wall that the plaster had cracked beneath. Some were faded, some fresh, some had names inside them. Some names were scratched out, hard, like someone had tried to erase them after writing them. Elena covered it back up. She didn't tell anyone. But that night, she dreamed of a room upstairs, a yellow chair, and something humming in the dark. Part 4, the first name. The next morning, one of the children, a boy named Arif, didn't speak. Not unusual, but he didn't move either. He just sat, staring at the wall. Elena followed his gaze. There was a new drawing, right in the center of the classroom wall. It hadn't been there yesterday. She was sure of it. A large sun, perfectly round, too perfect, drawn in a deep, waxy yellow. Not from any crayon in the box. And inside it, written carefully, neatly, Arif. Elena felt something drop in her stomach. She turned to the other children. Who drew this? No one answered. They just watched her, smiling. Part 5, the sound above. That afternoon, Elena heard it. The same sound Priya described years earlier. A low, slow hum, coming from above. But this building had no second floor. At least, not on the plans. She checked anyway. At the end of the hallway, behind a supply shelf, there was a door, painted the same color as the wall, almost invisible, unlocked. This time, she pushed it open. Part 6, the room. The stairs led up, further than they should have, longer than the building allowed. The air changed, warmer, thicker, that same sweet smell, like something trying to hide right underneath it. At the top, the room, smaller than expected, but wrong. The walls weren't just covered in drawings. They were layered. Old paper, new paper, crayon, paint, finger marks, all suns, all staring. At the center, a chair, small, wooden, yellow, and above it, a circle of light. But there was no skylight, just light, hanging there, waiting. Elena stepped closer, and that's when she noticed. Some of the suns were still wet. Part 7, the second name. She ran, down the stairs, back into the classroom. The children were exactly where she left them. Except, Arif was gone. His chair was empty. On the wall, the sun with his name inside it was gone too, replaced by a new one. Bigger, darker, softly. Don't go. She froze. Another child whispered. She's still watching. Elena turned slowly. Who? The children smiled, all at once, and said, the sun. Part 9, the footage. Security footage from that day was recovered later. At 2:17 p.m., Elena is seen standing in the classroom, frozen, looking at the wall. At 2:18 p.m., the camera flickers, just once. At 2:19 p.m., Elena is gone. No door opens. No window breaks. She just isn't there anymore. The children remain seated, looking forward, smiling. Part 10, the final detail. The building was shut down 2 weeks later, demolished within the year. But during inspection, they found something behind the main classroom wall, a sealed layer of plaster. And behind it, a single drawing, clean, untouched, a sun, with a name inside it. Not a child's name, not a teacher's name, a different name, written clearly, neatly, like it had been waiting for someone to read it. So before you sleep tonight, check your walls. Because if you ever see a sun with your name inside it, it means it's not watching anymore. It's waiting. If this story got under your skin, hit like so more people see it. Comment below, what would you do if you saw your name on that wall? Subscribe, because case number 3 gets worse. Way worse.